It is no secret that freedom of speech is under assault in America. The freedom to think and share ideas is being shut down at the very moment you are watching this program. What's going on? The left-wing elites that include the big tech oligarchs want us all silenced, all of us silenced. The question is, why? Part of it is because our message is too dangerous to them. The ideals of freedom and opportunity for all pose a threat to big government socialism. I could warn you that they are scared of us and ultimately the truth, but it goes way beyond that. What I'm about to expose is the dirty secret the ruling class socialists don't want you to know about. They believe their followers are all idiots. They need to silence us because our education of the masses threatens their absolute quest for power. And after a year of being told to shut our businesses down, stay home, wait for a government check, quarantine yourself, and of course wear that mask, people are now fed up. And now our voices, conservative voices, all of your voices, are too powerful. Why? Because they're too compelling. So compelling, we have the power to change the hearts and minds of millions of Americans who have been duped into thinking government knows best somehow. And they're learning the hard way that government doesn't know best. I believe this all-out assault on conservatives will backfire. Unelected liberals I've spoken with all actually cringe at the thought of picking and choosing who can speak and who can't. Shutting down a president, abolishing an app like Parler in a coordinated attack just because it's used by conservatives and, more importantly, competes with the others. That's not America. It's communist China or Iran or North Korea. Do you realize the people in those countries have little access to information about the outside world? They can't search for information because dictators will not allow it. You see, information is power. So dictators limit the people's access to it. It is what is happening right now because, like dictators, the Democrats view their people as weak-minded, easily swayed. That's how Biden and Schumer and Pelosi and Harris look at their followers. Weak minions who must be shielded from reality, shielded from our message of truth and freedom. The only message the left wants their delicate flowers to hear is their own.
He sought a coup by misleading people with lies. My father and our neighbors were misled also with lies. And I know where such lies lead.
Well, that, of course, is Arnold Schwarzenegger, an elitist who hates President Trump and his populist message. So the Democrats use Arnold's star power to try and deviously flip the script. President Trump isn't seeking a coup. The Democrats are the ones seeking the coup. And it started with the Russian collusion hoax and the first impeachment of the president. And now they're pushing for another one, not to kick him out of office with just 9 days left in his term, but to make sure he can never run again. The leftists, along with Governor Schwarzenegger, are now exploiting the Capitol security breach as an excuse to persecute all political foes.
President Trump is a failed leader. He will go down in history as the worst president ever. The good thing is that he soon will be as irrelevant as an old tweet.
Well, you're looking at an irrelevant actor. On the surface, he might seem delusional, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it's worse than that. Arnold actually is the very liar he appears to warn you about. He knows full well the president is effective. The president turned this nation around. He kept us safe from foreign enemies. His policies pushed the stock market to record highs. The list goes on, and yet Arnold has the audacity to claim we, Trump supporters, are the threat to the Constitution. This as they literally silence our voices. This as they tell us when, where, and how we can work. This as they seek to destroy us, take away our livelihoods. Did you know the New York State Bar Association is launching an inquiry now into removing Mayor Rudy Giuliani from its membership rolls? Its claims he incited the violence at the Capitol. Come on. When in reality, this too amounts to political persecution.
The left right now is like an engorged tick that is feeding off of the blood of what they believe to be their vanquished Trump, and they can't get enough. They want to somehow dematerialize, pulverize his DNA into nothingness. They can't get enough. This is tortured pitchfork mentality run amok.
Well, Lionel put it well. Even the actor Ronan Atkinson, you know who this is, Mr. Bean, he calls what the left is doing as the equivalent to a medieval mob roaming the streets looking for someone to burn. That from Mr. Bean. If Joe Biden wants to be a unifier, he better call off his attack dogs, because this quest to erase us is also dividing us deeper than ever before.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.